There we go. We're started. Just got done with a bike ride, 8 miles. Let's actually check how I did with my route. Okay, 8 miles. How fast was I? Average speed 14.8. 14.8. I tried to get to 15, but at least I was above 14 miles an hour. 8-mile ride, 32 minutes, 52 seconds. So got back with my ride. Time to prototype. Yesterday was a bit of a slow day. I was really tired. Today, I got my energy back. My headphones seem to be working, or my microphone seems to be working better, so it doesn't mess up with my headphones. If the music's too loud, you can always let me know in the comments. But anyway, let's get started. Let me reduce my preview to 480p. There we go. There we go. Turn that audio off. So I can always be checking on that. All right. I want to revamp my inputs. I did some work on this off stream. And I'm really proud with where it's at. Let me show you. Oh, hi, Lord Clump. Thanks for saying hi. Actually, that means a tremendous amount that you came in and said hi. Really, I did some work off stream. I have the number of unread messages now loaded up as a variable. Right? And if I need a reply, there's a little signal, little exclamation point, but I can always change that. But one thing I noticed is that the inputs don't feel right. They don't feel intuitive. And I want to do something different with this game that I've done in previous games. I want to have all used inputs that are being used in the game displayed on the screen at all times to just show players, hey, this is what your buttons do right now. And not all major AAA games do this, but I'm noticing it more as a trend. And I like it. I like it. Always be communicating with players. So, I need to revamp my input system a little bit. Yeah, this is the lawnmower game. So I am working through the narrative side because I didn't want to get too into the mechanics side of the game unless I have a narrative delivery system that works. So my narrative delivery system is a message app that the player has to check and reply to. And I'll be able to load up messages that trigger at certain points and they get sent to this app. And in fact, another thing that I worked on yesterday was this message history camera. It's a little slow, but I can change that speed. But basically, for the entire game, if there is a message sent, you have access to read it, and it stores the entire history. I also revamped some of the design. So yeah, now I need to find a way to display inputs at all times, which means I need to create an input glyph system, which shows like which buttons are what. Maybe where I'll put it on the HUD. Maybe I'll put it here on the HUD at all times, no matter where you are in the game. But that's what I'm working on today, or that's what I think I'm going to be working on today. Yeah, so let's see. Let me turn on my controller. Might change some buttons around. Right now I have X as the back, but I don't think that makes a lot of sense. I think most people are more used to this button over here, the B button on the Xbox, being the back button. So maybe I'll work on that too. And I can display everything, but I can't do that unless I have an input remapping system, an input glyph system. I need all of that. And my input plugin has changed, so I need to relearn all those functions. So that's what I'm doing today. That's what I think I'm doing today. All right. So I need to find the input documentation. Comprehensive input for GameMaker. All right. Now I need the documentation. Input documentation. There we are. All right, so let's do remap. I gotta see how many of these functions are still used. So what I'll do is I'll actually load up my most recent game and see if these functions are still used in version 10.0 or 10.1 of input. So let's see, where do I handle inputs? What functions get used? Parent inputs parent. Okay. Input already in use. Input binding get. Okay, let's try that. Input binding get. Input binding get. Let's see if I can. Okay, so the functions have changed. Binding get, binding set, binding find. Binding set. Binding set safe. Setting a binding for player, overriding the binding that was already there. This function, unlike in input binding set, because I think I use input binding set. Let's see. Input binding set safe. Yeah, I think this time I'm just going to have it sort of automatically resolve things. Okay, I'll have to handle conflict resolution myself. Okay, so they've renamed some of these functions, but I think I can use these functions still. So I can use the remapping system. Right now, I don't think I need a remapping system guy. I just need the glyph system, the name system. So let's look at how I handled that. How did I handle that? Draw. My icon. Draw sprite my icon. Okay. So for this, my icon but that gets changed, right? These are just the defaults. Oh man, I just have to remember. Remapping. Binding. Input binding get. Let's look at binding name. Input binding get icon. Binding name. Okay. What's it called? Input binding get. So it's just called binding get now. Gamepad. Okay, binding. The binding set for the target verb and alternative. Whether to get the binding for gamepads or mouse and keyboard. So that's different. This has two required arguments now. This has one. Oh, okay, so before it used to handle everything by itself. binding set safe, bindings export, bindings import, bindings reset, bindings swap, binding OK, device get rebinding, device get rebinding result. Okay, I think this is all I need. Binding set, bindings get, binding find collisions, binding find. Whew, okay. And I liked it before when it just handled things by itself. I think there's just a YouTube tutorial for this. Input 10v1. Let's see. Input 10 rebinding. This is old. Binding find, binding get. Okay, I could just have different menus for keyboards and controllers. I'm fine with that. If I have to. But we just got to start playing around. Input binding get. Okay. Verb. Okay. All right, I just got to start building, I think, and then as I'm building, I'll encounter what I encounter. So what do I want to build? I want to build here just an object to say what you do. Select. One input would be, this would be select. This would be back. In fact, before I do that, I'm going to just rechange what it is. Let's change back instead of X. Let's make that B, and let's make second X. Action, back, face 2. Yeah, that's right, that's right, that's right. And then back on the keyboard. Yeah, that feels right. Okay. That's right. Okay. So let's just start building. So I need... Let me see this. I didn't mess up anything. Yeah, so that's all working. Okay. So I just want a system. Sky, stop overthinking this. Just create a new object. Okay, so let's just, in HUD, create object. Don't overthink this. HUD. Let's call this HUD. What do I call this? HUD inputs. Simple enough. HUD inputs. And this is going to show us the inputs. And to show us means we need a draw event. And in a draw event, that means we need to say draw. Let me move my phone. Do I silence my phone? Yeah, I'll silence my phone. Draw set color global dot color prime. Draw set font f default draw set h align far left, and draw set v align. Let's do far top for this, so we can have sort of precise placement of where it is. Or I could do far bottom and place it in the bottom of the screen at all times. Yeah, let's do that. Far bottom. All right, so it'll draw text x, y, text. Create event, text equals. Great. And now we got to move that into our room just for testing. We'll do it messages for now. Instances. Should I just get it created with the HUD no matter where we are? That makes sense, actually. So I'm going to add that to the script. Room messages. Yeah, here we go. Instance, create, layer. It would be something like 305. And the Y would be like 265. Instances layer. Let's call it OHUD inputs. Oh, I can already tell that this is going to be a naming problem when I have an inputs menu. So let's call this OHUD map of inputs. Here we go. OHUD map of inputs. There we go. And we'll just do a quick test here. Test. Test. Okay, so it is drawing there. Beautiful. Okay, so let's get going. Now I need to use return binding. Returns binding set the target verb. I don't need the bind. Maybe. Binding get. Okay, so what are, go back to my other project. I'll take note of these functions really quick. Binding name. Yeah, so these are the two that I need right now. Except they'll be called something slightly different. Binding, so this will just be called input binding get. We can go chadunk. Input binding get icon. Input binding get icon. Name. Damn it. Binding set safe, binding export, binding import. Come on. Binding get. How about binding name? Binding name. Oh. Binding names. Okay. A list of possible return strings for input verb get binding name. Okay, so I'm going to save these pages for names, for bindings. And for bindings, it was the last page. There we go. Binding names. Hold up. Okay. Okay. Input binding get name. Okay, so where's... input verb get binding name. All right, so that's the name. And the arguments are verb index. So the verb index, let's say, as an example, would be action. Which alternative binding to target? No. Player to target. String to return if binding name cannot be resolved. Okay, I like that. Actually, I like the defaults there, so I don't even need to change it. Let's say verb equals action. Verb index. Type input verb. Do they have an example? I think this is what they need. Input verb dot action. Input binding get. My gosh, but what does this expect? Verb to target, verb index. All right, so it's a verb index. So this needs to be first for gamepad. I wish it was for either, honestly. For like whatever is active. Let's just say for gamepad for now. For gamepad true. Verb index input verb dot action. Okay. And so for this, for verb, I'll just put this. So I can just plop this variable in. And this makes it more adaptable. Binding name. I only need the binding name, so I'm going to just comment this out. And what happens if I put this binding name here? Let's see what happens. Why does it say for the keyboard? I specifically said for gamepad. Oh, it's because if I do in the step event, region, and update bindings verbs and the region. Let's try that. Okay, so now I have to rename those. So it does It does do both. So maybe I don't need to do anything. Okay. How do I change these? Config. Rebinding. I guess I have all the functions here. Reset, import, export, save. Where do I put the names? Okay, so the way I resolve this is I go back to the old version and see what I did in the old version. So where did I put this? Well, I'll put it here. This is under input, configuration, input, config, icons. That's what I called it. So what do I? Config icons. Binding icons. It's a plugin. In device icon config strips. Okay. So let's look under plugins. Input. Plugins. Binding icons. Input icon get config. Input icon define empty. Define gamepad. Okay. So let's start with gamepad. Sets icon data to return a particular binding name of the player is using the specified gamepad. Yeah, those are the binding names. I know that. Yeah, that's what it said, but I want to redefine those. I just need to find where these are defined. Now it has to be under config, right? Okay, oh, there we go. So I'll go through all of these. I should go through all of these. Because it has edge cases, keyboard, Nintendo, PlayStation, Xbox. Beautiful. And in separate functions, scripts, I mean. Yes. Do I add, like, visually, should I add that? Where's that face north, face south? It didn't say D-pad up and down. It didn't say face south. It didn't say A. There we go. What? This is so funny. So what, my gamepad is unsupported? It's an Xbox gamepad. Oh, I learned, started learning about 9 years ago. I've been making games for 10 years. Just follow YouTube tutorials. I have YouTube tutorials. I'm starting a new tutorial series this summer. You can find others. And then you just start making games. And little by little, you learn. Like right now, I'm learning. This is what I'm doing. I'm learning live on stream. I don't know what the old code editor is. Let's look this up. Return input. Gamepad. I mean, it should be recognizing it as an Xbox controller, so this is very upsetting to me. Input for Game Maker 10.1 recognizing Xbox controller. Okay, never mind. Oh, okay, so maybe I need to use a different function. Input icon get. Input icon get. Ha ha ha! Let's try that. Oh, please work. Please work. Please work. Yes! Okay, so I was just using the wrong function. Because I'm using this plugin. Okay. So let's just do it for... Okay, let's... Let's do it for one, and then I can create a parent object. La 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 la. And then I'll work on rebinding later. Alright, let's work on this. So this is not going to be for action. I'm going to make this for the more difficult ones first. Let's call this input action. Yeah, I hope you enjoy it. The demo is really short purposefully. I didn't even want to show any of the mechanics. I just wanted to show the vibe of the game. But if you actually want to get into the photography mechanics, you can buy the full game. And you can finish the game in about 40-45 minutes. So if you buy the game, play it, and return it, that's fine too. But yeah, play the demo, see if you like it. Yeah, the demo is just to give you a vibe. Because the game's so short, I didn't want to get into like anything that's actually interesting, which I don't know, might be horrible marketing. Let's do input action. Yeah, let's do up, down, left, right. Let's do up first. verb, alternate. So what happens here? Is it just show the one, even though there's two? So I need... So it needs... Binding name... 0. Binding name 1. Plus slash plus okay, L up, D pad. Okay. So now it shows both, but the names are just too long. See, this is the issue I was worried about. Is that if I show it in the HUD over here, the names will just be too long. That's why most games use icons. But how do I use icons in a game with no graphics? It's just all text. I mean, I could make graphics that look like text like I do other places, but how would I? Thumbstick L up. Oh, funny. I like the idea of using the HUD though, because there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 buttons. 1, 2, basically 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, like that'd be perfect amount of space, as it were. But I need to be able to fit it all in one line. So not only does it need to say verb, action, in-game action equals up. Yeah, it's just that's too long. But I'm glad I actually got the functions working. Okay, so maybe what I imagined just isn't going to be viable. I have the input name here. It's just too long. In my last game, I did have symbols for like the action, so that did. But again, I'm not using symbols. Ah! These limitations I put on myself. Why do I put so many damn limitations on myself? Because it's cool, that's why. That's why I do it. That's why I put these limitations on my design aesthetics. Because it makes me be creative, and now I gotta be creative. If obviously I can't put it all there. It's gonna be too long. And I could trust the player to just remember everything. I didn't want to do that with this game, though. That would be cool. Thought it would be cool to just... Well, I could try creating an image for everything. Just have to be small. Let's play around with that. See how far I get. I think I could do it, maybe? Maybe? Let's play around. So let's start with like the longest possible names, like thumbstick up. Left thumbstick up. That's like so long. So let's see. Ooh, sorry. Let's do like transparency. All right, so let's do a quick check here and be like input icon, game input icons, images. Okay. So how do they do left stick? Up, down. So they do it with a circle, an L, up and up, and little arrows. And then for the D-pad, this is where I break my principle? Well, the thing, I know pixel art could work. It's less about what could work, is that I just set a challenge to myself to make all the graphics in this game be made with what's on a keyboard. Right, so here, these are the bars next to the forward slashes, right? In my mowing in the mowing part of the game, let me open that up. This does a better job at showing it. So test mowing. If I go to test mowing, I'll show you. Like all the graphics in this game, like these are the borders are the borders for collisions are made with like square brackets. The grass that you mow is made with ones or numbers. The asterisks are hazards, right? And so I've made everything in this game made with like keyboard text. And unless I can think of a way to make it work like that here, which maybe I can, I might need to use icons. But I don't want to use icons. Woo! But I will if I have to. If I have to. Let's try not, though. So how would the it would be like that is one system. Where they don't add the little arrows. I don't want to do that. What a conundrum. What a conundrum. Well, one thing I do know is that left thumbstick is always represented with an L, right? So let's start with that. So we have our L. And what I would use for a circle is an O. Oh. Here we go. Oh, let's try that again. So I use an L here. Right? And then for an O, for a circle, I'd do like an O. There's nothing bigger. But then that'd be... that wouldn't work. Let's move this over. Center. Give me some more room. So is there a way for me to create a circle? I could use periods, which I've used for the buttons. So for instance, I'll open up GameMaker. Test. Messages. Oh, do I use? Yeah. For the buttons, I use that. So for the button outlines, when a button is not highlighted, I have periods. But in this font, a period is represented by a single pixel. Right? Hold on, I want to see, like, my mini preview of my stream is showing the chromatic aberration doing some really crazy stuff. So hold on. I want to look at something really quick. Full screen. I want to look at my stream really quick and see what's happening, and graphically if anything weird is happening. No, nothing weird is happening. Okay. It's pretty accurate, actually. Colors are a little muted. Okay. I gotta focus. So I could use... I've used that before to make a circle. So first, we need to define a circle. So let's define a circle. Too big. What's the smallest circle that can fit 13 by 13, 12 by 12? Twelve by 12, 13 by 13 circle. I can't go any smaller. I can't go. What size is that? That's 12 by 11. 12 by 12. Let's try that. Oh. Oh, does that have anti-aliasing? Damn it. No anti-aliasing. I already did it. Further to... Let's do this again. 13 by 13. Looks pretty good. And then I can always move the circle, or if it's too big, I can try a smaller circle. Oh yeah, yeah, oh yeah. I'm just defining the circle, then I'm gonna do... So this would be like an L. Or like a left thumbstick. But now... I need... Oh. Similar colors. Now I need to try to recreate this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Every other pixel. And then is that our circle? That could be our circle. Right? So let's delete this and make it like the one I'm working with, which is a U for up. Oh no, it still needs to be left, right? And then it had like little a little up arrow. Do I have a little up arrow on my keyboard? Please tell me I do, please. I don't. Oh, I do. I do. Hold on. Let's see how that looks. Needs to be even. Let's try. How big is, I think that's a 13 by 13. Let's try a 12 by 12 pixel. Let's try a 12 by 12 pixel and then a 14 by 14 pixel. And can I skip every two? 1, 2, huh? 1, 2, huh? 1, 2, huh? 1, 2, da. 1, 2, da. 1, 2, da. This doesn't work. 1, 2, da. 1, 2, da. Nope. I'll have to just do every other one like I did. If it's enough, it can create an... that doesn't work. You can try 14 by 14. By 14. Here we go. Has to be even. 2. And it has to be symmetrical. It just has to. She burns the bridges in my head by lighting up a fire. Bury my old thoughts instead so you could feel the same. At least that's symmetrical. At least that's symmetrical. Can I fit in a hyphen here? Oh. The hyphen. Is that too wide? It's not wide enough, actually. Funny. Yeah. Okay. It's 14 by 14. Okay. Then we do this for L. Does this look better more to the left or more to the right? More to the right. Okay. And then we add this little up thing. That looks horrible. I could keep it simple like I saw, like if it uses a thumbstick or the D-pad, it just shows the thumbstick or D-pad, not necessarily which thing. That won't work in my mowing section because the D-pad does different things. So can I draw it with individual pixels? So this is the symbol. What is rectangles are? There we go. And then if I move it down, that looks more like an arrow. And I did cheat a little bit, but I still followed my rules technically. Okay. I did follow my rules technically. So this would be L up. Okay. That's what happens. So how tall is this? So this is 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is already 1, 2, 3, 4. Too big. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is how big my icons would have to be. It'd be 22 by 22. So the question is, do I have that much room to spare? Oh, open the wrong room. Close out of that. So for instance, if I change the grid to be 22 by 22. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's too big. That's too big. Well, it was worth experimenting, at least, or maybe I can still use this somehow. Another way I could do it is first I have an idea. And the idea is, even though my movement and directions are mapped to 2 different things on the gamepad and on the keyboard, I only show one. So for that, for instance, it says D-pad up, D-pad down. Thumbstick L up, thumbstick R up, all that stuff. So I'm just thinking, and sometimes this takes just thought, right? Well, let's also look at how I named things in my previous game, because I think I found a way to streamline yeah, L stick. Yeah, I called it like I found a way to shorten it. So let's shorten it a little. A, B, X, Y. Left bumper, left trigger, right trigger. I like. View and menu. I'll keep that. For D-pad, I would call this... What would I call this? I could just call it left. Maybe I'm overthinking this. Maybe players will always know. Maybe the only thing I need to show on the screen is the actions. Yeah, so maybe I don't need to mess around with showing the direction keys at all. They can always remap them, of course. Okay, and the mowing side. Okay, let's just open up the mowing side and see, like, what would I want to show on that screen? What would I want to show? I'd want to show that you use left and right to turn, and you press up and down to increase your speed. Right? So for that, I would need to show increase speed, decrease speed. So I would need to show that. So it would say something like D-pad up. I could just say up. All right, so let's binding icons, config, Xbox. There we are. I like these. That's okay. I'm gonna call this just left, right, up, down. L, stick, left. Yep. This would be R stick. Now, if I get the system working, I need to go through and configure all of these. Share button, that's okay. That works. And then, or my config, put config verbs, up. So let's switch this, because I want the primary thing to be this. And if some people interpret that as meaning the thumbsticks, then that's on them. They can always go and get clarification in the rebindings menu. Yeah, I see where I'm going now. I'm cooking with grease now. Yes, yes. This is good. This is good. This is working. And then, so I'm just going to binding name. Right. This is what hopefully you're talking about my code and not the code for input. The input stuff, this is all a third-party library that, in my opinion, is just a direct upgrade to GameMaker. Like, I think everybody working in GameMaker, as soon as you get familiar with GameMaker, you need to start using this library called Input, Comprehensive Input for GameMaker, it's called. Which really cool. My code sucks. Here, let me show you my code. Here we go. My code sucks. But it's okay, because I think Stucky code that works, where you're creating art, you're creating something, is better than like armchair critics who are like, oh, actually, I'm actually making something. So I don't care if it's bad. I want to get better. I don't care if it's bad. But thank you. If you're actually talking about my code, I'll take your compliment. I'll take your compliment for sure. All right, so let me make sure it's opening up to the messages screen. And I think I can just stick with text. I think, okay. Okay, so it's just called up, right? So let's now go in-game action. In-game action. That looked okay. Up. Arrow. Okay. Up is up. I could call it move up. Cursor up. Not cursor. I do something more elaborate, like call this navigate menu, and then have all of those verbs or I could have it switched. This is how a lot of people do it. They put the binding first and then the action. Game action. So in this case, I do up, navigate up. Maybe I kind of like the D-pad thing, so it lets you know stuff. I'm going to go back. Where's my plugin? Input plugins. Okay, I think I've found the issue. The issue is I'm trying to fit everything over here in the HUD. I didn't want to have to consider option 3, which is the third option is do what I did with an old prototype, which is I had bars on the bottom and on the top that were dedicated to inputs. Which is fine. I would have to redesign everything, but that won't take too long. I wanted to fit it here. Is there any way I can make it fit here? D-pad up. Okay. Navigate menu. Draw. Text. Top. Center. Draw text. Let's change where this gets created. Oh, let's do left. Still. Draw text. X. I guess we can do bottom still, so everything stays on the bottom. I just need to make sure in-game action plus. Actually, in-game action, new line, plus binding name. Navigate menu. Kind of like it separated. If it was centered, it'd be nice. And then do this, and then do bar top of text equals string height x, which is binding name. Hello, Ava. String separation is how much do I have the separation set at? Messages. Why? Oh, messages. I think I have the set at. There we go. That's what sep is set at. So I'll just copy all that. Yeah, the width won't matter, I don't think. Okay, 1000. Bar sep. Sep. Width. And then draw text. Y. Y is Y minus top of text. Okay, enjoy practicing the violin. My wife's a violinist. In-game action. And then the X would be middle of the HUD, which is 300 plus 90. 390 is the center of the HUD. There we go. All right, let's do the others really quick. Verb down, verb left, verb right, down, left, right, and then I'm wasting time here. This is what I should be doing. Binding name up. This is what I should be doing. Delete all this shit. Up, down, left, right, down, left, right. Right. Function, update, inputs, input names. Binding name up, and then this would be binding name up, do var text equals binding name up plus binding name down plus, oh, do I not have that variable? All right, whatever. Plus binding name left right. And then top of text. Binding name down. What is up? Binding name down. Did I misspell it and I'm just not seeing it? Oh, there's no plus sign. There we go. See that. Navigate menu. That looks pretty good. And it allows for like the full width. Ooh. Ah. I can already tell this is just going to be so much. I would like to show it at all times, though. I really like that idea. I could put it on the tops and bottoms of the screen. That'd give me more room, I think. Maybe not. Run out of room pretty fast, actually. Especially if I want to group them. So maybe this is the way to do it. You know? Because they each get their own line. That's a waste of space. One, two, three, four, five, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. If I just make sure that, like, none of these are longer than 11 characters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Ugh. This would be 13. Ugh. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. They call it the thumbstick, right? So I can see thumb L. That'd be more characters, wouldn't it? Oh gosh, design problems of working with such a low resolution game and sticking to such rigid principles, but it makes me creative, so I gotta appreciate that it's making me creative. I just gotta find a creative. I could rename those. Use the other space over here since there's a lot of just empty space. Man, I might be just barking up the wrong tree here. Other considerations. I could put the inputs top and bottom. I could also just like not put them. That's an option. Just teach the player like the controller. Just trust that they use it. I'm leaning more towards that. The reason I wanted this on screen was just for some confusing actions like canceling out of menus. Arnav, shout out again. Yeah, I can still make it work though. So let's keep trying for just a little bit. Call it browse contacts will just be in-game actions 0. And then this is just up and down. Because I think that'll work with mowing, because mowing, everything's divided into 2, up, down, left, right. Do 2 completely different things, and the same thing here. Browse contacts. D-pad up, D-pad down. Browse contacts. And then let's add the actions here. In-game actions 1, I'm gonna call instead of browse contacts, let's say actions 1 would be shoot, like select thread, select messages, select contact. Select choose contract, select contract. Contact. Select contact, choose contact. I'll do select. Or read message thread. Maybe that's too wide. Read messages. Y minus I want it to be centered. Browse contacts. Top of text. 0, 0. So it goes that and that. Then okay, so then I need to do bindings 0, bindings 0, bindings 0. And then we have var bindings 1 equals binding name. Oh, I need to get those. Binding name action equals binding name back. And then, yes, var bindings 1 equals binding name action. See, this is where the actions are different. Read messages is one thing, cancel out. I mean, we can try it. Why not try it? See if it fits. Oh yeah, because it's going to be just this for now. Binding name action. Draw text. X. I can already tell I'm overcomplicating things here. It's because I'm trying to... Okay, so forget the centered. I'll worry about centering things later. For now, let's just do this. Get rid of that. Let's 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 get rid of that. Say X. Let's get rid of all this. Let's just make it one string. Yeah, we're simplifying. So this is going to be game actions 1 plus a line break. Right, so that would get me this. Browse contacts. D-pad up, D-pad down. And then it's plus, and so let's do a line break. This became actions. And that looks like I can make everything centered also. Browse contacts. Actually, let's do that. Let's just start centering everything. Center. And X would be scripts. Where you at? Map of inputs. Be 300 plus 90 is 390. That's less readable. That's less legible. I can make it work. Let's go back to here. Okay, but watch this. Watch this. Ha ha ha. If this said like D-pad right, D-pad right, it would not fit. Maybe I could center it. Maybe I could center it. Slash kind of works. Ugh, it does not give me much room. Let me see. Yeah, I just gotta simplify these names, man. One, two, three. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 characters. You could not fit 2 of those. L stick right, L stick left. Right? So even if I try that, watch this.
I just wish he knew.
1, 1, 1, 1. So check this out. L stick up, stick. L stick up, stick down. Yeah, that's only because up is very short. If it was like right and left, it would not fit. But if I make sure that all controller names, all input names are shorter than this, like as short as possible, it could work. And I could fit 2 names per line. Okay, so I'll stick. That's only getting rid of 1 character. I need it a lot shorter. L. See, now this is making me want to draw stuff again because I'd be able to fit several per line. Because if I can fit several per line, if it's no longer and then this doesn't have to be so the height would only be ever 18, not 22. Now, how do I define sprites again? Let's see. Can I just put in a sprite? What's a sprite I can use? Oh, what's a random sprite? Let's call it S mower. Why not? Will this just let me do like S mower? Okay, we gotta scrap the whole system. We're scrapping the whole system. Scrap, ching. We're back to square one. Back to square one. I gotta remember how to get sprites, though. Unless there's icons over here. Let me see. Make sure I'm not missing. I'm just gonna have to trust. Let's hope this takes a sprite argument. So this is going to hopefully return a sprite, so I can do something like draw sprite ext, and it would be sprite I would draw is this. X, what's the X? X, Y. X scale 1, 1, 0, global dot color, prime 1. Is this ridiculous? It's gonna crash my game? Yeah. Yeah. Input icon get. So we need to input icon get direct input icon get direct, right? Input icon get. Turns the icon data for binding is set by one of the input icon define functions. Okay. Example. Okay. Do I need to put an index? Asset name. Maybe that would work. Oh. D-pad. What? Maybe that's why, Sky, because over here is where you need to be messing around. Yeesh. Still. A number. Okay. Oh. Let's try this again. Okay. Input verb up. Okay. Right? Oh, it's because also I need to make sure it's for both this and keyboard. Because it loads up with keyboard first. So this would be... Let's just... Up. Okay, up. Okay. Huh. Yeah. So it does show the sprite. So I'll just have these up. Make sure I don't close them while I'm experimenting. All right. Let's try this. Export as desktop. Oh, I need to clean my desktop. Call this S icon. So S icon will be the name for everything. S icon L stick up. Right? Okay. This is an experiment. Create sprite S icon L stick up. Import. Oh. Middle center, 0. So let's change this to S icon I'll stick up. Can we just call it L stick up? Now let's organize it all by S icon. And then if I go over here and do the same. Then I go here. And let's change where it's being drawn. Just so I can see it better. Y minus 50. I don't care. Let's just see it. I just want to see it on the screen, see how bad it looks. Mm-hmm. It's not bad. It's not bad. What happens if I add those and get rid of these? And then select this, fill, full selection. Does that look more like a circle? Let's find out. That looks more like a circle. That's good. Okay. Okay. So where am I at now? So let's create the opposite, the L down. And I feel like I'm cheating here, but sometimes for the sake of your art, gotta cheat. And then, how does that even look again? Export as down. Export. Then create a new sprite. Let's call this down. Import. I'm gonna mess everything up. Well, this works. I gotta stop messing this up and just work on creating icons. If this is the system I decide to go with. Okay. Draw sprite. All right, so first, where do I want it? I want it over. I want it over. I also want it adaptable. But right now we're just focusing on the look. So I shouldn't worry about it. So we're gonna do that. Let's do that really quick. Oh yeah, y minus 50. So this is where it's getting drawn. Okay. I just change its origin too. Yeah, who cares? Sky, why are you? Messing around with this. Okay. Let's work with this. Binding. Icon up. Icon up. Okay, so we have the icon.
You don't know what goes on behind these eyes. You don't know the loneliness hidden inside.
Draw text.
Come and get to know me, my type of wild. I'm the kind that spins you and hangs you dry. Well, I'm a
Draw set font F default. Draw set color equals global dot color prime. Draw set H align, we've decided on far left, right? Draw set B align, we've decided on far bottom, right? Now let's do far middle, line up with the icon. And then we'll do raw text. Yeah, the X would be X plus sprite width icon up. Y would be Y. String would be something like action up equals action up. Input up. And then input up would be are they going to be on separate lines? No, they're going to be on the same line. So let's not worry about that. We're going to do another one for down and put them on the same line. Icon down. And then the X would be baby, I never feel whole. You might get me through the night, but it will never be enough. It will never be enough. 'Cause I'm a black girl for your love. Yeah. Let's see. And because those are misaligned. So let's close out of that. Add. Make those all same width and height. So it has to be 18 by 18. And go. No, this isn't right. Have to be 22 by 22. Damn it. Maybe it doesn't matter since there we go. And this is going to be up. And then this is going to be down. Okay. Down, import, down, up, import, up. Okay, let's go. Mm-hmm. And then colon. Draw text would be this. Y. Increase speed, decrease speed. Man, this is a tough choice. I don't even know. I don't want to put all this work into icons if it's not going to work. So maybe what I need to do is I need to use a temp image. I'm just going to use a temp image. It's going to represent all icons, assuming I can draw all icons in a 22 by 22 canvas. So I'm just going to go here. And I'm just going to be funny. I'm just going to go... Here we go. Let's be funny. This is going to be our temporary icon sprite for all the icons. So I'm not wasting my time designing stuff when I don't even know if the system's going to work. There we go. Put a big I here. I for icon. S temp. S icon temp. Then I'm going to go over here. Import. I'm going to delete this. Oh yeah, I need to change the name here. S icon. Yeah. Okay. Go. We're dealing with just one image. So here, there we go. This is the image we're working with. In fact, I don't even need this, but I'll have it anyway. Let's just design it and see if it works. S icon temp. Okay, I'm just gonna say S icon temp. Okay, let's just see if things fit. Now let's imagine I'm designing the icon input for the mowing system, because the mowing system is going to have a buttload of stuff. Like a buttload, like a lot of stuff. So let's let's imagine what it would look like. So let's do 480, 270. This is my screen. Actually, let's do my HUD. Transparency. There we go. So this is like imagining the width of my HUD, the height, the size of my HUD. Okay, let's just design it. So it'd say something like icon and icon equals icon and icon for turn left and right. See, that doesn't fit. Turn left, turn right. Let's do left justified. That fits. I can fit two things. I just say turn. Turn. Right? And then what? Copy. There we go. And that's, if that's turning, then we need increasing and decreasing speed. And then here we go, like turn, change speed, adjust speed, increase, decrease speed, just change speed. Let's just say change speed. Let's keep it nice and simple. We're just prototyping. You were always here. You were always here. I believe you. So turn, change speed, icon, icon, turn, icon, icon, change speed. It's up down. Okay. And then what else? So I have, yeah, move forward, copy. And then this would be for accelerate forward, move forward. No, I just do move again. Yeah. Nah, let's keep those as separate things. Move forward. And then lastly, I guess not lastly, because we have another one coming. Move forward, this would be move backwards, forward, backwards, accelerate. Let's see, I need a better metaphor. Back up. And then we can change these, move these icons to be like here. Turn, change speed, move forward, back up. Turn, speed. So this is making me think this is not going to work. I want it to, and I have to make it work. I have to make it work. Even if I use the top and bottom of the screen and change my HUD layout, which I could do, it looks like. Give it, so let's change it. So it's 1, 2. Really cram it in. Turn, change speed, move forward, back up. And then oh, I need everything up. Damn it. Okay, well, I'll just put it up here for now. Blade on, off. So it's using about half of my HUD, which I think works. And I think the mowing portion is what would have the most inputs to show. Change speed, move forward, back up. I might need to change my message system, but that's okay. And that would be down here. Let's just keep seeing how this looks. So I want to move all of this up. And then move this one down. And then this would need like a little plus. One, two, okay. And then a little plus here. Yeah. Icon, icon, turn, icon, icon, change speed, move forward, back up, blade on, off. Yeah, I think that would work on the HUD, the heads-up display. I could even move this stuff over. Right? Maybe it would look better if I just moved everything over. If I move this over, yeah, that looks pretty good. So this would be for the mowing section. I guess the last button would be like the pause button, menu button. Right? Which would be another line. If I could fit this on the same line, that would be very helpful. Yeah, I could probably do that. I could just make this move. Forward, back. Yeah, that's... You can try that. The song is so bad. Maybe it's not bad. Maybe I'm just like reacting to thinking and concentrating. Move. Forward, back. Then I could also change this to be something similar, like not change speed. I could make it speed up, down. Faster. Speed up, down, won't fit. If I just do like a slash, that would work. Then forward and back could look like... Oh. Move forward. Forward, back. Then I could just get rid of that. Turn. Ooh, I could even change this to turn left and right. To make it like speed up, down, forward, back. Turn left, right. Ooh, it's too... Left, right. I just say turn. Left, right. Speed up, speed down. Forward, back. So these could be all, it doesn't matter. Forward, back, speed up, down, left, left, right. Light on, off, and then lastly, the last one would be the menu. Pause. Menu. Oh, move this up. One, two, three, four, five. That's not bad. Especially if I move this down. Okay. It's about as far down as I'd want it to be, about as far left as I'd want it to be, far right as I'd want it to be. I'm okay with this. Left, right, speed up, speed down, forward, back, blade on, off, pause menu. Yeah. Like, that would work. That would work. And then for file new, and for messages, what it could look like is for messages, it could be instead of left, right, I do up, down. Let's see, cursor up, down. That's too far. Up, down, and then we're back to be just this would be just one. And this would be action, let's see. Select action, select. And then this would be back. Or exit. I like exit better. Oh, okay. So it's the same number of lines, actually. All right. This is how it looks. So it would take up half of the HUD. Ugh. Is that okay, though? I think it's going to have to be okay. All right, I think I have to work on this off stream now. Plus, I need to get something to eat and stuff. So, thanks for watching. I'm backing out. See ya.